we got 5 minutes.
Welcome to Respect the GOAT, the live podcast hosted by Praise and Falls. This is a bi-weekly situation. Don't forget to download the GoVerse app. I am COP, the greatest debater. Y'all introduce yourself. I ain't introducing y'all no more. You know what I mean?
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's the chicken with the rice with the chicken. Spars in the building, one of the greatest GOAT debaters ever of all time. I don't know nothing about no double XL or no CEOP. If it ain't Black, Phrase, and Spars, then what is you talking about? Get with me.
I like that. Praise.
You know what to do. It's Phrase. Catch me on the podcast every Tuesday. It's where we speculate unless you try and elevate. Get with me.
I like that. Double XL.
Hello, everybody. My name is Double XL. They affectionately call me him. Thank you.
we only got a couple rules, man. No name calling. We respect every opinion. Curses are allowed, but we do not curse at each other. Now, as far as you had a couple interesting takes and topics that you said was not on the joint, so I'm gonna let you take it away, man. Mr. Host, go for it. Respect the GOAT. We hit
before my lovely, intelligent, female queens come into this conversation, man. I just want to go somewhere real quick. We're gonna get to other things later on and what we got going on today. But however, I do want to talk a little bit about the little baby situation, and not even just little baby. It was plenty of other influential celebrities in the building at the Mike Rubin party, all white jank, and I don't really know how to feel. I'm not gonna say they rituals or nothing like that. I'm not gonna say it's that deep, but however, a little too much touchy feely going on for me, or just these hugs just don't look too good to me. 50 Cent did mention that he believes there are rituals that were being done to a particular artist, like he didn't see everybody else in these pictures, but he basically really pointed out Little Baby, and I think it may have been personal. Boosie comes back and he says that, I'm gonna defend Lil Baby. He likes straight women, da 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 da, and I ain't about to disrespect him up here. Boom, boom, boom. While my guys in the room, man, I want to know how you guys feel about that particular, seeing these pictures. And I'm not just speaking of Little Baby. You might have seen, one of your favorite celebrities. How do you feel about some of these pictures that were shown to us? And what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna give it to the room before I speak.
I feel like there was, it looked like a real good time. I think, from an optic space, we are not sharing the space from all the people, all walks of life. Everybody really free out here in America to live how they want to live and approach life the way they want to approach life. So I feel like that's what you're seeing. You dig? I don't know what happened with the Little Baby picture. That's what everybody really talking about. Like it was two men looked like they was bear hugging them, and somebody took the picture and it looked wild. But everybody was having a good time, I guess.
Okay. X, how you feel about that?
I feel like it was a bad angle. I feel like somebody snapped at a time, and I think it's out of context. Me personally, that's just, I don't think it's nothing too much to it, because Lil Baby ain't gave me that type of vibe. And like P said, even if he is, like, at this point in 2023, what are we talking about? But I just don't, I think, we all been in high school. You run up on your homie and throw him in a hole. I know that sounds wild right there, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
But before we move on from that, before I move on from Double XL, right? you said that it was a bad angle. Sir, that angle was straight lined up. It wasn't an angle at all. It was a straight shot, and it just. I mean, cameras do shoot. Depending on how they had it,
No,
he might
what
have
I'm
had the
saying,
speed.
Bob.
Hold on, because you said something else, right? And you was a wrestler, right? In high
Yeah,
school, correct?
yeah,
You also was a football player, right?
yeah,
Okay. You've been my friend for a very long time.
yeah.
Um, I know sometimes when we out, I rest my arm upon you a lot on your left shoulder. That's how real it is. I know I rest my left arm on your shoulder all the time when we out. But dog, I ain't never been that close to you.
No, this is what I'm saying. Vaughn, remember that night? Nobody else gonna know what we talking about. Remember that night at the IHOP and we got into it with police?
Uh huh.
The way I grabbed you, if somebody took a picture, what would it look like?
Perception comes in many different forms. So of course, I agree. I agree. It does. Yes. It can easily be mistaken as something else. Easily. 456 is in the building. Peace, my brother. What's going on with you? Phrase, let me know how you feel real quick before I move to 456, man.
Um, I don't feel no way. Just because
Okay.
I don't want to. I know I can't think for nobody, right? So
Respectful.
I don't know what happened, what transpired. Now I know, the conclusions. I have different. I try to think of a lot of different things, and all of it can be possible just because you're not. None of us are little baby. So from the ritual aspect, I do know at least Lil Baby talked about he has billionaire friends. That's what he wants to become. He doesn't want to become a
Mm.
millionaire. He's already that. So his friends is billionaires because that's what he inspired to becoming. So
Mm.
from that perspective, I can see him being a little bit more friendly than he would to a hood nigga because a hood nigga really don't have anything to offer. They're just trying to take. Whereas a billionaire, they don't know shit about you. And
Mm-hmm.
more so if they go into business with you, y'all both are making money. So I can understand him letting his guard down from that perspective. But
Mm-hmm.
also, we all know people in the industry. The thing is, he doesn't necessarily have to agree to do, those dark side things, how the picture looks, but he could still be agreeing to something and still being initiated. So you can't necessarily throw that off the table. But once again, I can't think for him. So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't. So it's all options out there, but based on what he said, it's understandable when you have a billionaire doing that and you say all your friends is billionaires and that's what you aspire to becoming and that's who you talk to the most, that's who you have your longest conversations with, where you learn your money. Essentially, you're still trying to absorb all the knowledge and information you can from these different people. And if we're looking at it from that aspect, if we look at our fathers, our uncles, our people in the community that we grew up and shit like that, like it was almost like a father son type relationship. Now I'm not saying that that's the relationship they have, but that looks to be the friendliness that they have because
Right.
he probably looks up to him. And I'm gonna just leave
Right.
it at that.
Respectfully, 456. We talking about Lil Baby in the pictures, not even just Little Baby, but many celebrities inside these pictures at the Mike Rubens all white affair, white party, whatever we want to call it. How do you feel about uh, uh, our celebrities, interacting? Do you think these are rituals, or do you think these are just good moments and bad pictures?
Mm. We probably getting a blend.
Mm.
We probably getting a blend because I think it's easy, like you said, to get perception. Perception be key, and perception is how we move. But I think at the end of the day, that's when we kind of piggybacking from one of our last conversations. When you get involved with other cultures, certain things that even when I'm involved, let's say if I got white friends, and it doesn't excuse certain things, but I know that their upbringing may be different as far as how close they, even regionally, not even just black to white. I know now talk to some of my brothers in Philly, man, like they get like super close to your face when they talk. And I had to get used to that. Like, hold on, you know what I mean? Like, what are we
Right.
doing?
Right.
But it's just culturally things I have to try to understand, but I still have to set my boundaries. When I move around in a certain place, it don't give you all access pass to engage with me any kind of way. But I just think little baby. I seen the picture at a glance. I didn't really study it. I really didn't. It's too many of the. I don't really think bro is on no other type of time. The time will reveal the real. So I
Right.
do think that those societies exist. I just don't think that every time we see a picture like that, we can attach it to that.
Respectfully, and I think that's the problem within our culture. We so quick to throw dirt on people. Not even just the culture thing, but just the human thing. We so fast to throw dirt on people, right? And I'm gonna say this, and I was in the shower, bro, when I thought about this last night, man. It was something else going on in my life, and I was like, people always judging people, or just trying to make something of somebody else's life, like they know their story. But how many people really go take a shower or a bath every day with a white washcloth and really see how much dirt come off of them? You know what I mean? Like, you really don't look at yourself. People don't really look at themselves and really see how much shit they got going on. And I'm in that
Let
situation and
me
conversation with that.
let me
You know
make
what I'm
sure
saying?
I
Unless
heard you
somebody
correctly.
want to go. Go ahead, bro.
Let me make sure I heard you correctly. You was in the shower thinking about little baby getting a hug from the back.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
Damn.
I got.
I was thinking about other stuff that was
I'm messing
going
with
on.
you, man. I'm messing with you, man. Don't pay me no
Yeah,
bad.
I know. But see, that's why you can only be under me. You see, I took the high route. I let you live.
Pause.
I let you live. Look at him. He got that
All
little
right,
coat.
so
Got that
so
little
we so
coat
we
on.
going to a next topic because I don't know where this is going.
Hey, we can go. We can go, man. I got everything to talk about.
Where
You
you
seen
going
something
next,
else?
Fred?
And man, I got so much to talk about, man. It's just life, just every day.
Where you
But
going next, Fred?
Let's get into this Kevin Hart situation.
Uh
Is he
oh,
still funny? Got a new
what do we?
special out
Mm-hmm.
reality
on
check. Yep.
Peacock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen it yet. I seen the trailer, but I'm trying to watch it with my lady. You know you can't watch it without.
That's a
But I
fact.
did
I
see,
watched it with my lady.
you know what I'm saying? So I did see the trailer. Had some things in it, but it's a lot of mixed reviews.
Mm.
Is Kevin Hart losing his funny?
Um, I'm gonna jump right into this.
Hey, Spars. Before you say that too, can we add a second part to that? Is he
Mm-hmm.
still funny? And then how does this for everybody in the room? Because me and X had a great conversation about this. How does he rank against like the goats, the greats, the Martin Lawrences, the Eddie Murphys, the Dave Chappelles? Like how does he rank? I'm going.
Okay, so for me, right? Because we all got a different opinion on this. I'm quite sure. So for me, he ain't been funny since uh, the retarded baby joint when he was like the stand up joint. He ain't been funny. However, I am watching him grow, and what I'm seeing him become is more. And when you pay attention to it, he giving us a lot of politics. He giving us a lot of jewels, like almost like my man Richard Pryor, one of the greatest of all time. And Richard Pryor started talking about things that uh at that time it was like the culture, and who's that other guy? He's not real funny, but when you listen to him, he's a comedian. He's not really funny, but it's a lot of politics. And that's the road I think Kevin Hart is starting to go. And I think it's also a scary road to start to go. Because when you see these artists, rappers, uh, other people that, have influence in any type of entertainment or any type of cultural background and it's involved in politics or anything of that nature, something is happening to these people when they start speaking. Um, we can even just a slight brief. I'm gonna just say this: a lot of shit Kanye said a couple months ago. Now I look at it, that motherfucker ain't crazy. So
Oh Lord.
Kevin Hart, no, for real, that's real talk. Kevin Hart is about to start exposing things on a small level. You just got to pay attention to it. And if you catch it, understand it and hold on to it because it's a reason he's doing it. And when it comes out, you're just you're just gonna see the world so differently if you take time to understand what these people are saying. Richard Pryor was one of the greatest edits. I don't think Richard Pryor was the funniest when it came to his comedy. I think he was funnier in his movies, but when it came to his comedy and when he started doing that, what I feel Kevin is doing right now, and if you take it and digest it, you're gonna learn a lot from not just what he gives you, but from yourself
Vaughn,
looking at the world.
Vaughn, is it funny though?
I just told you I don't think he is funny as what he used to be. I told you
Frey said, "Yo, well, is it funny though? Look,
that.
hold on, boy.
No,
First of
no.
all, I gotta say, Spalls, I like that take. I ain't know where you was going. I take my Kanye interruption back. I see where you was going. Also, I think our special guest slid in the room. So after Kevin Hart, we are gonna give all the smoke. I'm gonna introduce her real fast, and then we gonna finish the Kevin Hart take in the building. Red Room Records own, Red Room owner, songstress for years, new record out there, Embrace, and she's married to super producer Terrific. So she better not come in here acting up, talking crazy. I'm talking about the bully herself. Back to R&B host, Lanique. What's going on, Lanique?
I'm never gonna do that. Hey y'all.
What's good?
Hey y'all. I'm never gonna do that. Thank you so much for a wonderful introduction. Thank you.
Hey, I guess Bree ain't want to smoke. So right now we're talking about Kevin Hart, reality check. I'm gonna text Bree. She didn't want no smoke, and we'll be looking for your input on this topic. Is Kevin
Oh, you
Hart
already
still
know.
funny? You know, and how we rank to the comedians. And take it away. Spoils is back on you.
Oh man, yeah. Neek, what's good? How you doing? Welcome.
I'm good, Paul. Thank you. Appreciate
No
it. How are
problem,
you?
man. How do you feel about Kevin Hart? I see Pre just walked in the room. Shout out Pre. How do you feel about Kevin Hart? Do you think Kevin Hart is still funny, or do you think he's switching it up and going another route?
So I haven't seen the new Kevin Hart reality check yet. Actually, I just saw that it just came out, so I can't speak on the new. I still love Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart is funny. I think he was funnier when he first came out. Um, but I feel like his comedy has probably changed a little bit. I kind of feel like how you feel where you said that he's more teaching but still funny at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta check reality check out though and see, because like I said, I haven't watched it, so I don't want to speak on it. You know.
Respectfully. Shout out
Yeah.
Capri. What's good, Pre?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, I got one thing to say to you, Pre. One thing. Now I'm gonna let you talk about Kevin Hart, but before we start talking about the Keke Palmer stuff and all that, because I got some smoke for you ladies. I got some smoke for you ladies.
We
I
got
don't.
smoke. It's coming.
I
I like smoke. I
I
like
gotta
smoke.
make sure. I gotta make sure I'm not gonna be disqualified from the boat party because I want to go to the boat party. So before we get that, I just need to know that I'm still good because I'm gonna give you some smoke today.
I mean, I might charge you double, but you can still come.
That is a myth of
Damn.
the entertainment's own content promoter extraordinaire, talent manager, killing it out here, the queen. Shout out to Capri. But you're gonna get smoked today, Capri. I gave you a nice
Oh,
intro, but you're gonna
oh,
get
I ain't
smoked
worried.
after this topic.
I ain't worried.
Go ahead. How you feel about Kevin Hart? Do you think he's still funny as he was back then? Do you think he's doing something different? Just give us a little about how you feel about Kevin Hart, and also compare him to the goats of all time.
Okay, who is the goat of all time?
Well, as far as the comedians, you got Bernie Mac, you got Steve Harvey, uh, who else? Some of you guys go when it
Martin
comes to
Lawrence,
comedy.
Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, fact. Dave Chappelle,
Okay.
fact.
Oh, I thought it was one goat in particular we were talking about. But
Mm.
I mean, Kevin Hart, I like Kevin Hart. I still like Kevin Hart. I mean, I haven't seen really any of his recent stand ups, so I might, don't have a real definitive opinion on that. But, the last time I seen Kevin Hart and, in a couple movies I've seen him in the last several years, I like him. Like, I still think he's funny. Absolutely. I like him.
Do you think the stand-ups are funnier or the movies are funnier?
I think the movies are funnier for me.
Mm, I
For
like
me.
that. I like that.
Yeah, I enjoy his movies more than his stand up. But I think it's funny though. I go pay to see Kevin Hart today.
Mm,
So
okay, okay. Praise. What we doing, man? Because I'm ready to. I'm gonna let them get theirs off. If that's where we going, is that where we going, Praise?
I mean, well, I think P and X might have something to say on it. Then we can
I
slide.
forgot about those two guys because I don't consider them. I don't consider them ghosts no more. So yeah.
Y'all gonna let that rock?
It don't matter what he consider me. That doesn't change the fact that I am what I am. Just to put the Kevin Hart thing into perspective a little bit, I think it's hard for any comedian to maintain that funny when they hit that prime. Anybody from Eddie Murphy to Dave to any of them. But I will give Kevin Hart this: the rate that he works and the amount of stuff that he puts out. I don't think we've seen a run like this. P calls him a GOAT. I don't know if I call him a GOAT right now because when I think of GOAT, I think of a Rushmore list, and he's not in my top four. I still think people hold, for this era, I think people still hold Dave Chappelle in a little higher regard than Kevin Hart. And it's something, me and P had an interesting conversation. Something about when our people cross over and they are able to sell to black and white crowds, they lose a little bit of steam with our people. I don't know why we do that, but we do. We know it all to be true. Once you cross over a little bit, we don't like you as much.
But
Am I lying?
it's not that we don't like you as much. It's more so the type of funny. We didn't stop liking Eddie Murphy as much. We still love Eddie just as much. I liked him in Bowfinger. Like it's certain comedians when they cross over because they have to capture that other crowd, they have to include other jokes. Whereas before, when you watch it, you connected. Even if everything wasn't funny, you connected just because all the jokes was coming from their potential life. And if they came from our culture, we could relate in some particular way. Now, when you have certain jokes and things like that, we're not really relating all the time. Like, and you can't necessarily fault them for that. They're still talking about their life, but their life now includes, more money, bigger mansions, and different friends and things like that. So
Yeah.
so it's no fault to them, but certain comedians just find a way to stay in that niche. I don't necessarily think he did. I think he just chose to not, gravitate. It's more money over there, so I don't blame him for that. But at the same time, I think that's why people, such as myself, don't necessarily think he's as funny. But that's anybody. Even if he wasn't a comedian, he's an artist. If you're a true fan, you're going to expect something from them. And if you're expecting something from them, you're going to get disappointed at some point. So I still don't blame him for that. And I still watch all his stand-ups because I'm still a fan. I just don't think it's as funny as when he first captured my thoughts and my mind in that first stand-up. I
Black.
watched it 5 times. What's up?
Black. Speaking of 13 years ago, and I'm not going to bring up the Dougie no more.
Listen.
But do you remember who I introduced that night as an up-and-coming comedian?
Nope. Oh, Kevin.
Kevin Hart. I said this next dude coming to the stage is about to be huge. And he was probably already kind of big at the time. That's just funny to think about. And the fact that you did the Dougie that night. But I'm sorry. I digress.
Moving on.
456. What's the word?
All right, I'll give my little 3 cent real quick. I think, everybody kind of spoke on the different things. Like you said, when you get great at that level, it's going to be hard to maintain because now you're kind of competing against your own legacy. Another thing to offer as far as perspective is it's kind of like I know Warren Buffett said the things that you do to get rich, you take certain chances to get rich. Once you get rich, the whole thing is to not take certain chances. So in that same regard, I think what we also witness is it's almost like an injury. Like once Kevin Hart got spanked with the, you know what I mean, with I think what was it, the Oscars or whatever the case may be. This is just we don't know this to be fact. We just speculate there. But the point is, I think once any of these comedians get to a certain level, I even heard Steve Harvey say they're brands now. They're thinking of things that they didn't think about when they was first just doing that raw comedy that got them to a certain plateau. Now there's sponsors. Now there's other things going on in their head, which end up affecting whether they're doing it consciously or subconsciously, affecting their creativity. And then we suffer it or pick it apart and say, damn, it's not as funny. But like you said, this is a Kevin Hart special on Peacock. Soon as you said Peacock, I knew, okay, this shit ain't gonna be blood raw. Versus had you said, oh, he got a new special that's on HBO. You know what I mean? So I think of those types of things and I manage my expectations. But I think as they grow and they become more of a brand and, you know, now they understand things that they didn't understand before, they're going to either consciously or subconsciously play the politics game because they're trying to open different doors and, you know, have different resources.
You cooking, man.
You definitely was cooking. Definitely was cooking. I like that point of view. C, you got to give me something. CEOP, you got to give me something.
Hey, man, look, man, is Kevin funny? Yeah. I feel like Kevin Hart comedy has matured. He's definitely in a different space. I mean, but, you know, he's richer. He can't give you the hood jokes. You know what I mean? He's in movies. He, you know, LOL Network. He's putting on comedies. You know, I think he could be one of the greatest to do it.
Is he in your top five?
I put him in the top 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because listen to me. The reason I put him in the top 5 is based off of him, to me, being Jordan. Like, he hit so many buckets. Like, it's just not about him being funny. Like,
you reaching with that Jordan. You reaching real hard with that Jordan.
He reaching like Space Jam.
Hello? Can the greatest debater speak? It's not about him.
I was trying to.
Let him get off. You gotta let him go.
Listen, it's not about him being the funniest. You know, it's about him and all his accomplishments. He did it with TV. He did it with movies. He putting on comedians. He, you know, come on, man. The tour is worldwide, baby. Like, he's taking comedy to the next heights, man. He's one of the GOATs. He ain't respected because he's clean like Cosby. Well, Cosby ain't clean, but y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? And he's doing it for the culture, the biggest. And that's it. You know what I mean?
To the same point, see, AOP, for real. And that was another thing, just to jump in and I'll leave it alone. To that same point, he's feeding more people now. So he can't just say that anything that could potentially throw and derail that train that he is now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same no more.
Okay. I got you. I appreciate your thoughts on that, man. I really do. Praise, where we going?
Smoke time,
I think
baby.
it's time to get into Keke.
Woo-wee.
Smoke time.
So, basically, the situation is the Keke Palmer situation. For me, it's bigger than Keke Palmer. It's bigger than Usher. It's bigger than Baby Daddy.
Hold on, Spaulding. You gotta set the scene, baby.
I can't. I'm gonna let you set the scene because it's bigger than all of that.
Okay, you want me to? All right. So look, you ready? Look, he ready to get his take off. First of all, Spaulding, you know we gentlemen. So after I set this scene, you pick a lady and then let them get it off. You know what I mean?
I'm getting off right now.
Uh-oh.
So hold on, free.
Damn. Damn.
Let me set the scene for people
Let's go, free.
that might have missed the thunder. So,
Okay.
So, Keke Palmer was in Vegas. All the ladies want to go to Vegas to see this Usher show. I heard it's incredible. He put up the skates, no more skating, but he's out there singing these ladies up out their clothes. So Keke Palmer arrives in a see-through number You know what I mean? It's a little edgy, but it's not, I guess, too crazy with the angles we got. And Usher begins to sing to her. Usher's a gentleman. Shout out to Usher. But your girl Keke got up and started dancing and rubbing on my guy's neck. So, the gentleman, I know his last name is Jackson, right? He's chilling at the crib. He got the baby probably in the lap. This is all in my head, though. He got the baby in the lap. He's just watching TV. He binge watching something he likes. And his phone started going crazy. So then he popped up. He seen his baby mama, rubbing up on Usher, giving him the googly eyes and his see-through number. And he said, yo, the outfit though?
You out of pocket.
You a mom, no. You know what I mean? And then he proceeds. I'm trying to find his exact tweet to say, we live in a generation. Let me talk to him. Yo. That's how he sounded in my head. Hey, yo, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife. Keke Palmer's on the way, but okay. And mother, she's a mother, to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. You clout chaser, he didn't say that. And get told how much a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. And that's how he went out. Ain't tweet no more after that. And Spawn, I guess we'll open it up to Capri first, to her opinion on the matter. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm muting up now. The floor is yours, Capri. Because you called him Mr. Sassy too. I've seen
Yeah, he's sassy. And I'm gonna tell you that my opinion on this is like, okay, look, this is how I feel. I feel like, okay, as her, I mean, as far as I'm aware, they are in a relationship or were, whatever it is. So as her baby daddy / boyfriend, whatever they got going on, I feel like he has the right to feel how he feels about how his lady dresses, and how she carries herself in public. I totally 100% agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But why I call him Mr. Sassy and why he's sassy is because why did you bring it to social media first? Like, what kind of man brings it to social media? First of all, your lady it don't matter whether she's celebrity, non-celebrity, but she is a public figure out in these streets. And you embarrassing her like that? That's an embarrassment. That's an embarrassment. Like, what kind of man? Like, to me, that's not a man. That's a boy. That's a boy's action. Like, I wish my man would do something like that. Like, you about to carry me out here, like, in these streets? Like, you go to social media when we live in the same house, when you can text me, when you can call me. Shit, you can email me or something. Like, come on in. You want the social media? Like, it's nothing. It's no way, nothing you can say. None of y'all. So the conversation is over after I say this.
Wait.
It's no debate.
Damn.
It's nothing to debate. He was wrong. He was dead wrong. He acted like a little girl. You know what I mean? He acted like a little sassy ass girl. Can we cuss up here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But yeah, like, I mean, that's just it. It's simple. It ain't no, we ain't got to go back and forth. We ain't even got to do this. See? We ain't got to do this. None of y'all. Vaughn, like, let's, the conversation is over.
I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
He's sassy.
I'm gonna let them both get it off.
That's in the conversation. Like, explain it to me.
So that's sassy. What you got?
Yes, it's sassy going to social media as a man, okay? Yeah. And you a man. Let me say it again. As a man, going to social media to discredit, put down your woman, your baby mama. Like, what? First of all, she paying them bills where you land your head at, bro. That's number one.
Hold on, wait. We don't have proof of that. You gotta relax. Nobody said anything.
Come on, that's Keke Palmer. She's paying them bills.
You're doing too much now, Free.
He said he got to take up for his
Okay. We're gonna scratch that part.
So
We're gonna
so
trash that,
but
but again, that's sassy. Like that's little boy behavior. That's kid behavior. Like you a grown man. Like you should know how to communicate with your significant other versus going to the internet. And that's all I gotta say.
mm, okay. I like everything she said
End of
though.
discussion. End
I
of
like
Absolutely.
discussion.
everything she said though. Go ahead, Lanique, get yours off.
No, I felt exactly the same way. I thought it was so corny and so clownish of him to do that. Especially when I seen Kiki come back and and post online saying this is like we're in a relationship, we live together. He saw her as she left. He complimented her as she left. You knew what your girl had on. It became a problem because you saw Usher looking at her a certain way.
Mm,
You know what I'm
there we
saying?
go.
So I thought that was very corny and very clownish of him to even, like Pre said, post it on social media. That's whack. That's something that you text your girl, really? You know what I'm saying? You don't put her on social media blast like that. So I was glad that she actually put his ass back on blast too, and he got the some of y'all, men agreed with him because there is a certain way you carry yourself when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the relationship that you're in. Some relationships don't care if that girl got their ass out. Some do, but it just depends on your particular relationship. So on how you dress, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do that. It just depends on what works for you guys. So the fact that um, she went out and her ass was out. Cool. He thought it was cool at first. He just got a little jelly when Usher was on that ass. And she
Mhm.
was rubbing on Usher neck. So, I mean, he's a clown.
Mhm.
100% clown.
I will say though, Nick, I think that was fake. I think that was fake.
Of Usher, which one?
With Kiki, like the what she was like what they was posting on Facebook, but it never was on Instagram. I think that was fake, like with her
Mm.
saying, "Oh, he seen me come out the house and all that." I think that was a fake post.
Mm.
Well, I don't know if it was fake or not, but he lived
Yeah,
there. I know she bought that dress in front of him. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no, I
right.
don't
But
care. He was,
yeah,
like, he
regardless,
was,
you know what I'm saying. But
yeah,
I
like,
was
it
just
was
pointing it out
corny
before
at the
one of
end
the
of the
men
day.
try to point it out. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I just had to put that in the air that I think that
Mhm.
No,
was
I
fake.
appreciate it. I appreciate the look out.
But yeah, like regardless, it's like yeah, like and that's another point. That's another point. That if y'all follow, which I don't follow him because I don't follow sassy men, but
Wow, yo, wow.
but but it came into the open after the fact, like all the different posts that he's made of her twerking, you know what I'm saying, shaking her ass and all kinds of stuff like that he posted about his own baby
Yeah,
mama on the
yeah.
internet. So therefore, it doesn't seem like Nick said, everybody's relationship is different. You know what I'm saying? Some men, I've seen a lot of men on social media that they wouldn't mind their female going out like that. Like it's all about what works for you and how your man feel. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's your birthday, something special, they might not mind you looking a little extra sexy, but it's up to the relationship. But I don't even know what I was about to say. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, but yeah, the whole point was you ain't had no problem posting your baby mom shaking her ass and
Yeah.
twerking after she had the baby, for the whole world to see. But now you got a problem because she
Mhm.
wearing
Yeah.
those. I mean, and even though her butt was showing, I mean, honestly, I still feel like it wasn't like
It
whorish or
wasn't
slutty.
bad.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Uh,
it
may,
still
may,
was.
Don't
It
even
was.
say
It
nothing.
was
People wear that now. Like everybody wears that. Like stuff like that now. Like
exactly.
that's the thing.
can I can
Everybody don't wear
Nope.
that.
can I
You a
speak? Can
damn
I speak?
lie.
Nope. Nope. You
I know
can't
I
speak.
tried to have my ass out for my birthday and my husband was like, hell no. So it just
You
depends
damn
on the
right.
type of
You
relationship
damn
you're
right.
in.
No.
Can I
You know
Hold.
what
can
I
I can
mean?
Hold
can
on.
I can I
I'm
speak?
sorry. Go
Hold on.
ahead, my bad.
X.
Let's get
Just
back
don't
to the
come with no
conversation.
sassiness.
X. Are you sure you ready? You sure you don't want me to go first?
Man, do you know who you talking to, man?
Oh
Grown man over
God.
here.
No. It's not about who I'm talking to. You my G. We brothers here. Like, hold up. Are
If
you
you would
ready?
like to go first, just say you want to go first.
No. I don't want to go first. I'm chilling. I'm gonna keep smoking, and I'm gonna give y'all some smoke.
Trying to hit me with the antics.
No, no, I just want to make sure you're ready. Fellas, we gotta stay united.
Stop beating
Go
around
ahead,
the bush and trying to figure out something to say and go ahead with your debate.
Whoa,
Like, come on.
whoa.
Like, trying to figure out something to say, something cute
Hey,
and smart to say. Like,
Hey, go
It's
ahead.
two.
let's go.
Go ahead.
It's two sides. It's two sides to this argument, and I think we need to compartmentalize because we're getting caught up in the sassy, and I do agree in some instances. But we when somebody does something wrong, we tend to let the other part off the hook because we focus on the part we don't like. So I'm gonna break this down into two parts. One, and this is me as a 44-year-old man talking. And maybe if I was 20 something and from the internet generation and it's been around all my life, I might feel differently. I doubt it, but I'm not putting none of my personal business on the internet about my household. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not. One thing, me and P had a conversation about this one day. And it's not just the internet. When you and your spouse are having a problem and you run and tell your family and your friends and you do all that and y'all back cool the next day, guess who still hates them?
We do.
Your family. And they looking at you like you stupid. And you just went to vent over an argument. So I tend not to do that. But the other side of this is I'm not letting my woman out the house with her ass cheeks out as a man. I'm not. And I know what y'all ladies might think I can't stop her. Guess what? I sure can't, but I cannot be with your ass. That's something that's unacceptable to me. I can only think of one type of man that wants his woman to advertise her goods like that, and that's a pimp. Pimps don't mind that because they're actually trying to sell the ass. That's my opinion.
Now, I mean, you gotta be clear when you said want. It's a difference between wanting and allowing her to, be free and wear what she want on her birthday if that's what she want to wear. It ain't like that might be what he might pick out and like, oh baby, yes, wear this. But like let her be her. If that's what
He
she
said,
want to
I
wear.
don't want no
I
woman that
understand,
want to
but
have
I
on.
have the option to say I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Okay, so
Some men like that.
yeah, some men like that.
Some men like for their wife or their girl to go out with their ass out so that way niggas can look at her. Like some people like that.
All right,
That's
so
weird.
just based on what X and what she said, when she said some men like that, that means they would want that to be. As far as what X, he's saying, I don't even want a woman that want to do that.
Yeah.
If you in so similar.
Okay. Y'all done?
What you about to say, P?
Okay, go ahead,
Hey,
Paul.
hey,
Go ahead,
456,
Paul.
I ain't forget you. I'm gonna let you get off too. You feel me? I ain't forget you, bro. All right. First and foremost, I respect Lanique. I respect Capri. I respect everything they said. I do totally agree. He did something that was real sassy and real embarrassing. However, for me, it's not even about Keke Palmer. It's not about Usher. It's not about the guy, whatever his name is, right? It's about what really, really happened. What really, really happened there, it ain't about the dress. It ain't about her ass being out. What happened there is Usher hit a note, regardless if it was Usher or not. A man hit a note, and she started winking and blinking. That man was already embarrassed seeing his woman just, intertwined with another man like that. It ain't got nothing to do with what her clothes was. That was his excuse. I believe he saw that outfit. I believe he even helped her try the fucking motherfucking dress on. Real talk, right? But when he saw his woman winking and blinking and Usher hitting notes, he was automatically hurt. Cause let's be real, we don't really communicate. We communicate verbally, but body language is 70% of the conversation. Let's just be for real.
Yeah.
And Usher doing that little jump, and he probably did something with his eyes and probably hit her with the rock eyebrows, and she looking back, like, cause I'm a smooth dude. Like I can look at a woman across the room, and if I can feel her energy and she can feel, I feel like I can walk straight up to her and put my tongue in her mouth. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm gonna do that. Not saying I'm gonna do that. I'm just saying there was a moment of energy between them two that hurt that man's feelings, right? And one thing about Capri is right. She paying the bills. Whoever said She paying the bills is right. She is
She
worth
paying them bills.
10. She is worth $10 million right now.
Yeah,
She's 29.
yeah.
He's 29. He is worth $5 million. I'm not saying the man ain't doing his part, but Shorty got the upper hand. Period.
And I agree with you too. Well, let's make this the two-part thing. So I definitely agree that it wasn't about the dress. I agree. I agree with you that it was more so about Usher and he got in his feelings. So let me ask you this: do you feel like how she interacted with Usher was out of line? And if that was your woman, would you have been offended? If it was Usher, now we're not talking
Yeah.
about a random dude in a club. We saying Usher. If you know that Usher was your woman or your baby mama, whoever, one of her favorite artists, and that happened, would you be offended by that?
I think it's a two-part thing. I think it's a combination of the dress and her up on Usher. One thing I know about most men, at least the men I know on this call, nobody wants their woman to portray that somebody else can have them. That's like a man's worst nightmare. Like that's just man. But at the same time, you got to understand that she is an actress. She's a superstar, and she's going to interact in certain ways in those type of settings. It's similar to what Beyonce did with I forgot who was on stage. It's kind of understood that it's part of that culture. But I think the combination of that and the cheeks out was just too much for him to handle.
I think the conversation is a little bit different. Like what Pre asked, like, would you want your girl to be making googly eyes at Usher like that? So if it's me, a regular female, and Usher's sitting there singing, I can make the googly eyes, but that shit is probably never going to happen. With Keke Palmer and Usher, it's a chance that shit can happen for real in real life. You know what I'm saying? So
she already messed with him. She did mess. Oh no, she played Tilly in the movie. I mixed up. My bad.
So I think that's where the conversation changes because the regular person, I don't think a dude would get that mad if that girl is sitting there making googly eyes with Usher because she probably not 90%, 95% don't even have a chance.
Oh, you must ain't seen Five Heartbeats when old girl passed out and the husband left. You must ain't seen Five Heartbeats.
See, let's be real. Let's just be real for a second, right? Everything Capri just said is so real, right? Like, if it was me, she said, if it was me and Usher was singing to my girl, I ain't even gonna be mad. You know why? That's fucking Usher.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I mean.
Like, respectfully. Now, what I'm looking for her to say, I'm looking for her to come to me and say, "Damn, babe, I appreciate you for letting me, bringing me to the show and allowing Usher to sing to me." Now, if she say that, I'm okay. If she don't say that, I know when I go home and make love to her, I'm not the nigga on her mind.
She's gonna be thinking about us.
You feel me? You feel me?
I don't know about that one, though.
Yeah.
No. I have to think like that because I'm that nigga. Like when I know that I'm that nigga, you feel me? I know how that shit work and go play in another nigga head. Like, bro.
Hold on, Spall. Let me. I've been patient, man. Let me get the floor for a minute.
Oh man,
let me mute myself. Let me mute myself because he about to get stupid.
This is going crazy. First of all, I'm gonna talk to your point, Spall. My man wasn't there. That's part of it too. He wasn't there. Like so, you dolo. I gave you I believe y'all. I gave you the clearance for the edgy joint. I might have not been 100% comfortable, but to Capri's point, all right, you just had a baby. You don't feel extra sexy. Have a ball, right? Cool. Usher done sung the mad girls. They sat their tails in the seat and didn't touch them. Why are you touching up on Usher with the edgy outfit on if you don't know if I'm 100% comfortable with that?
Because you don't have to be comfortable with it. It's freaking Usher.
Nah, see that.
There's no comfortability.
Hold on.
She's just an actress anyway, so she was putting on a show just like Usher was.
I feel that too. Nick.
Let me rock. I understand what y'all saying, but that's false because I don't care what she is. If you in a relationship with somebody, you gotta see what they comfortable with. That person is priority. Or don't be in a relationship. That person priority. I'm not.
Well, if she was that comfortable, then clearly that stuff might go through. Like Free said, he'd be showing her twerking online and all this other
Exactly.
stuff. So their relationship is a different type of relationship.
Exactly.
Listen to me. I understand
Exactly.
what you're saying. What I'm comfortable with you doing in my presence and what I'm comfortable with you doing outside of my presence are two different things.
Oh no.
They must have never had that talk.
No.
Yeah, ladies, let me put y'all in a perspective of a guy. And again, I don't agree with him jumping online. That was horrible. But no man want the optics to be that somebody can have that's the worst. Every man's fear is to walk in a room with his woman and guys be snickering because they didn't had her or he think they had her. That is every man's worst nightmare.
It's embarrassing. So he was embarrassed just like she was embarrassed.
Hold on.
It's the same thing to each other.
No, once again, this is Keke Palmer. She's filthy rich, and this is Usher. If she wanted Usher, she could have been at Usher. Usher could be the baby daddy and not old sassy boy. Like, let's be like.
Hold on.
I mean, what is y'all playing? Like, I don't understand.
Hold on though. See, this is.
You got it, Paul. Hold on, Paul. Let me say one thing, and I'm gonna throw it to you. I got your back. I'm throwing a assist. Free. I'm being 100% with you. I don't know, dude, and I don't know who she with, but if he alpha, like the guys on his phone, I don't give a damn who you are. You respect me, or we on rock. So if I had a child with you, I trust you. If you don't know my boundaries, I don't know yours. See, let me explain something to y'all, and then I'm gonna throw it to Spud. Y'all comfortable because he look crazy and he's supposed to be in a certain position, or she got the upper hand, and we know Keke, we don't know dude, so it looks crazy. His tweet was crazy. I agree. However, we gotta flip it. All right, Lanique. Yeah, I mean, my man terrific on the joint with Nicki Minaj. And she got the
Nicki could put her ass on.
He's smiling from ear to ear like, oh my God, best night of my life. You're gonna die inside.
So listen. So let me tell you my response to that. T-Riffic today can have Nicki shake her ass on him. T-Riffic, a millionaire, cannot. It's a difference, goddammit.
Hey, yo, P, can I speak to it?
Go ahead, 450.
All right. We spent a whole lot of breath on Filthy Rich Keke, which to me that was crazy. And I think that we can find fault on both sides. And I think what P was just saying is what we got to recognize. Yeah, I think when Capri first spoke, like, yo, he embarrassed her by doing what he did. We all agree that was corny time to approach her online. So there's nothing to debate there. I just want to get my shit off. I just kind of sat back and heard all the perspectives. But what I will say, like what P was just saying, is he felt maybe like compelled at that moment, right? So boom, just like if we were here now, two things. If a man went to, let's say T-Riffic did go to Nicki Minaj's joint or whatever the case may be, and she knows the cloth of who he is, yeah, she could see him smiling ear to ear and this and that, and it probably wouldn't even ruffle her feathers. But it's something that he knew, like you said, there was some energy exchange there that he knew, like you said, I already maybe felt a little uncomfortable about the dress, but I let that rock. But I didn't think you'd be up twirling and grinding and doing whatever. Then the other thing is, had the man did that and a female jumped online talking about her man, like, yo, you a whole dad though. I don't think the outcry and the outrage would be the same.
I agree.
Well, because he's a man. Like,
well, that ain't my point. My point is, if you flipped it directly, hold on, before we're a man or a woman, we are human. So what happens is, as humans, if we feel away, now how they choose to respond, we all agree was some corny shit. I'm not defending that part. But what I'm saying is, had a female jumped online and seen her man who was a celebrity with another celebrity getting his groove on and his shaking on and all that, and she said, yo, but you a whole dad though, how you governing yourself like this? I don't think the outcry would be the same. Because the real conversation is how we over sexualize women. And that was kind of the, where we're at with, why we had that perspective. Also, because if she was doing that same shit, and if it wasn't Usher, but Flavor Flav, no disrespect to Flavor Flav, if you like him and he make you,
Yeah, well, nobody cares. You're right.
Nobody give a damn. We be like, yo, go ahead, Flav with your bad ass. Because we know Usher, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I told you, like, if it's a chance that your girl could possibly, if Usher could possibly take your girl, that's when it's more of a problem. As opposed
but Flav could have fucked your girl too. But we wouldn't have heard it,
bro.
Yo, you know what? Bro. You know what? You cooking. If my old lady dancing with Wayne, I ain't gonna be mad. She danced with Drake, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over. You
I like that point. That was a great point. That was a great point.
And then to back you up, 4/5, it's a double standard. Capri, I don't know if you support these ladies, but we seen a lot of ladies okay with JT throwing the phone in Uzi's face. And he in the ice fight.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, I was against that. I made a couple posts about that as well, and that was very childish, and out of line. So I don't respect that.
I want y'all to think about how many songs Usher got.
Yeah,
that's when somebody woman, yo.
We keep forgetting the important. We keep forgetting the important. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it was the richest man.
What if when dude was looking at these?
Hold on. For real. The girl was winking and blinking. There's a difference. When you're winking and blinking, bro, that's a whole nother.
Well, like, I really think she was just entertaining. I don't think she was like winking and blinking like, yo, I'm trying to get you. I think it was more of an entertainment.
She was happy to be outside.
Because the spotlight was on her at that time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like she just played into it.
Right.
I agree with that. I feel like
then it was
put on one of her best performances.
It was also said that Usher was one of her favorite artists. And I don't know about y'all, but one of my favorite artists, I don't even care. Like, I'm acting out. And I deal with a nigga when I get home. Like, come on, Jeezy, like, what? I deal with you when I get home. I nigga, like.
You know, what I want y'all to understand.
They should already know you was on your list.
Then what I need y'all to understand, and I ain't trying to speak for all men, but I am. Just because a man is okay with something, he's really not okay. We'll tolerate different things, but if we had a choice, it would probably be no to all of it. For example, if Halle Berry was my lady, I know that movie was acting, but what she did in Monsters Ball, I would have sat in the car and cried. Man, I wouldn't have let her see me. But ain't no man, don't no man like that.
So hold up. First of all, we gotta understand this. When you meet your woman, before you even become a partner or whatever we call it these days, we should already know the capabilities of that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know I already know this girl gonna dress like this.
I see she got the eye of the tiger. I see she got that look in her eye.
So either you gonna deal with it and be with her, or you not. Just how they gonna do with us.
But that's my point, Vaughn. We dealing with it. If we had a choice, deal with it means tolerate.
No.
We tolerate it. That don't mean we like it. It's a difference.
I get that. But I have been with women that dress like that, and I'm cool with it. I have been with women that don't dress like that.
Cool with it is another word for tolerate.
No. See, no. I need you to leave the educational system out for a second. I'm being real with you, brother. I'm being very real with you. I have dealt with every aspect of a woman there is, and I might be mad because I feel like she overdressed, or I might be mad because I feel like she's underdressed, depending on the situation and where we going. Sometimes I do want my girl to show her shit. If that's what we gonna do, we gonna goddamn it go out here and we gonna do our motherfucking thing, right? Just respect me and I'm gonna respect you. I don't give a fuck what's going on. as long as nigga don't touch your backside, I'm alright.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? As long as that lady ain't touching me a certain way, we alright.
I got a question for the ladies. Now,
Yeah.
I take y'all to is I don't think y'all would trip if your man went out to a strip club and a girl was dancing on him. I don't think y'all would trip off that, but I don't know. My question is, if y'all had the choice of them not doing that as opposed to doing that, what would you choose? That's all I mean when I say tolerate. I ain't saying you hate it. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying our natural instinct as people, that's not something we really want. Let's be honest.
That's I know. You know, you know, I'm crazy as hell, so I damn sure don't want it. So, because he wouldn't want it on me. Like I just expect what I expect from mine is what you expect from me is what I expect from you. If you don't want me doing it, you don't do it. So that's as long as we can be equal in that factor, then hey, we good.
I think that's you manage your insecurities though. Because if you think I think a lot of it is you got to manage and deal with your partner's insecurities, whether they come from different things they grew up with, upbringing, social, you know what I mean, beliefs, whatever the case. Because I doubt Ice-T is worried about Coco because of the claw.
But Ice-T used to be a pimp.
And I ain't never seen Coco rubbed up against another man.
But what I'm saying is Coco could be in certain situations that what I'm saying is he's already recognized the claw. Just like we say before, like before I plant my seed, I'm gonna qualify the soil. Meaning to the point when like Ravon was speaking, when you first meet someone, there's something that was in Keke's program in her little folder where he knows not only was she grinding and twinkly eyed with Usher, like, yo, this shit can go left. He already determined that. You feel me? But now, like what X is saying, we tolerate. So what I'm saying is a certain cloth when I use Coco. Yeah, she may not even got that close to Usher, but guess what? She's not concerned with that. Maybe from his old, like, it's just a different level. You know what I'm saying? Of managing insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we all have.
I'm trying to figure out what this man knew about Keke. All he probably knew is she could play quarterback real good and she could spell real good. He might have not known nothing else, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but like you could be with somebody for a long time, but if you never have those conversations and really have an understanding of what y'all expect of each other, then you don't know. You would think that, like I learned that a long time ago. I shouldn't have to tell you to do certain things, but no, technically you do. Because then if they do it, you can't be mad at them. So you got to tell them straight up, that shit right there, that don't work for me. You know what I'm saying?
And I wasn't trying to necessarily indict Keke saying that she just had it. But what I'm also saying is even her knowing the type of man that she got to know this is going to blow him, yo. I do this shit is going to, he's not built a certain way.
She knew he was sassy. She knew he was sassy. But did she know he was gonna react? Did she know he was really gonna react like that? Because if you know that, unless he did something to piss her off before she left the house, so she was doing it to get back at him. That's another way to look at it.
Yeah, that's a theory I thought about too.
That's definitely theory. I'm quite sure.
Because why was he so mad to go to social media? You know what I'm saying?
450 called it. 450 called it. It was Usher. It was Usher Raymond.
Yeah, it's certain dudes don't go. It's the Ushers, it's the Christmas. It's certain dudes, yo, my girl can't go see and that be the dress. When you gotta have the Ushers, I gotta mix it up. Now you could have wore that dress for Flavor Flav. No, right here, you don't wear this for us.
Wear it for us.
456 is cooking.
I'm gonna get you some Velvet DeVoe jumpers or something. You know.
Hold on. Like, hey, Capri, you know, for your guy, you can't go see Jeezy in the Freedom Jail. You can go see Jeezy.
Capri.
Yeah, everybody know about Capri.
You ain't going to see Jeezy, Capri. No, you not.
If we going to see Jeezy, are you kidding? If we going to see Jeezy, them titties about to be out, boy.
That's what I'm saying.
In his face.
And she gonna let that dude know on top. She gonna let him know on top. As soon as she get with him, like, yo, Jeezy.
He already know. Like, come on. Like, and he wouldn't say a word. Like, come on. Like,
and when you go home,
and that would be the same way, vice versa.
You yelling now for y'all, right? Turn down.
I think that wraps
you gonna have to go home though.
Huh?
You gonna have to go home.
I mean, and that's cool, but but see what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all said, you gotta know who you cheer me on.
No, but you know how to kill all that. You know how to kill all that though. But if you know you about to go to the show, be like, look, you know this is my favorite artist. I'm gonna act the fuck out, like, and respectfully, I'm gonna act the fuck out. But you know, if I get too much, pull me back.
You can't have 20 favorite artists though.
Nah, bro, exactly.
Hey, Capri, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just joking. I agree with you because if I ever meet Oprah, Alex in trouble. I'm telling you now.
You almost make me crash, man.
Hey, P, go ahead and wrap it up, P. We getting wild now.
Yeah, so look. No, I need a conclusion, Phrase. Can you give me a conclusion before we wrap this up and we do our shout?
Leave Keke alone. Leave Keke alone. That's the conclusion.
Conclusion.
The conclusion is don't be sassy like her BD. We don't even know his name. That's how unimportant he is. Like, who are you, nigga? Like, who are you?
His name.
Who are you, sassy boy?
I got you.
His name is Mr. Jackson.
His name is Darius Jackson. He is.
Okay,
His name is Darius.
Darius Jackson.
All right. So
he is a film writer. He has wrote 3 movies that have not done anything.
Hey, that's the message.
He's mad. That's the problem.
That is why he's mad.
No,
I think
all that plays a part. All that does play a part.
Exactly.
He know that. He know that if Usher tried his hand, he could probably have her. That's why he was so mad.
That's what hurts. That's the part that hurts.
Yeah.
This is what it's about, y'all. I ain't want to tell y'all, but I got the inside scoop. Keke trying to pay all them bills by herself. You know what I'm saying? So she outside. It is what it is.
Yes.
She outside.
Yeah, but that's still something she could have brought to him.
I mean, she probably did.
No,
she probably did.
Let's be
she
real,
probably
fellas.
did.
Let's be real, fellas.
Y'all see them shirts she dropped? And y'all see them shirts? Y'all didn't see the shirt?
Nah, I ain't
she better get out there and make it. She gonna be selling them shirts.
She was like,
gonna make
I'm a
them
mom. I think it's like, I'm a mom. Yeah, she capitalizing. She about to be booming.
But y'all know what it really is, right?
What?
Because most women, when they in a relationship or they dealing with somebody, and just from how they're raised, they raised to really like be with one person, right? Let's just be real. The nigga fucked up. He had fucked up. So that was her opportunity to say, nigga, I'm popping for real. That's what it was. I'm just being real because I'm a man.
Him off. He pissed him off before she walked out that house. I'm telling you.
I got the moral of the story, y'all. I got the moral of the story.
He pissed her off.
I'm sure it's been something going on within their relationship.
Yeah.
And that was her opportunity to do some shit in front of the world.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, fuck you. You know what I mean? To me, that's what I believe it really was.
And to clear the record, the shirt, she had 2 shirts. One said, I'm a mother, but the other one said, Stevie to the bullshit. That was her other line that she dropped. You know what I'm saying, after this. So,
they're going to break up. They're going to break up. They ain't going to last, though.
They should have been broke up because he's sassy. Exactly. He's soft.
Yo, if he really want to be petty, he's supposed to be tweeting now. I would call her the Nick Cannon of music, of female music. You successful everywhere, but your music like Nick Cannon.
That's a fact, these are all facts.
She's still worth millions, though.
Team ball to me.
She's still worth millions, though.
She's still
Nick Cannon.
That's how it goes. Spades got to be with Spades because when Spades be with a 5 of clubs, you're gonna have a problem. That's just how it goes.
All right, man. So look.
That's why Stevie J up now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a respectable conclusion. So in conclusion, number 1, know your partner. Because why everybody on here is saying she's sassy, I'm on some Jay-Z. You had a baby by that dude. Don't disclaim him now. That's your man. You picked him. You picked the
He started.
You picked the tweeter for my man. You picked me. Didn't do your homework. Didn't know she might get sassy with Usher, and you would have to see that on camera and share that space with 3 million people. Know your partner, man. Like really talk about okay, what the type of boundaries? What are you comfortable with? What are you not? Because I'm gonna be honest, neither one of them was mature in this situation. Because if I get now, this real talk, right? And I can speak for the fellas. Let's say my lady do go post. She getting a call after that. Yo, man, take that down. Let's talk. What's up, man? We don't do that. Like we putting that in perspective. We're not going back and forth, dropping shirts.
Exactly.
Yo, you look crazy right now. Both of y'all look crazy.
She just
right
had to
now.
get her get back. That's all.
But that's what I'm saying. What is that about? That's what I'm saying. Y'all just dead this situation. Y'all immaturity is coming out in the social media, man. Somebody got to be mature. You know what I mean?
Yo, real talk. They probably planned. Real talk. They probably planned it before she left, so that way they knew it was going to be a big thing, just to bring attention to them. And then now she's about to make money on her shirt.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what my baby said. That's exactly what my baby said.
That's a
I mean, I was thinking that too because, like, I mean, that is kind of wild that he was gonna go straight to the internet on her. Like, what? Like, nah, that don't seem like. I mean, I don't know him, but
got us talking.
Yeah, I mean, people do that all the time. It's them PR publicity stunts they be pulling, so that's not abnormal, you know.
I be telling the gang like, yo, bro, people love drama and violence and bullshit. That's what people love. They gonna eat it up.
That's a fact.
Sometimes you gotta go that route.
Nah, they gonna come out with a reality TV show next. Watch.
Right. We ain't never heard Keke Palmer named this much ever.
He cheated 4-5 times. Something crazy. They gonna come up with something
this
crazy.
Help Keke. Yeah. Hold on. Look at the party. This help Keke. This help Usher. Now every time somebody go to Usher's show, they looking for him to sing to somebody. Like this helps a lot of parties. But look, man, that's respected, Ghost, man. We here every other Tuesday. Y'all see how we cook, man. Distributed where everywhere podcast is. Go Talk Live is coming back, season 4. Download that Go Burst app. What we gonna do right now? We gonna go around the room. Everybody promote what they got going on. Free, I'm gonna start with you. I know you got a laundry list. I'm hearing about that boat party. Come out there. I ain't single, baby. I got to stay home.
Hey, come on. YP can come too. YP can come see. Nick coming. She probably bring, if he ain't in the studio, she gonna bring her man. You know what I mean? Okay, exactly. So, P, don't try to make no excuses. Alex and X, y'all need to come too. Like, come on. Like, anyway. Yeah, Lord. By 11 o'clock, he gonna be asleep somewhere. But,
you got twerking. You know what I'm saying? You give me I'll be looking at twerk. What you looking at? Come on, I ain't going.
It's not gonna be no twerking.
Free.
Okay, maybe a little twerking.
I got your back.
But yeah, you know, I got my anniversary coming up next month. That's what I got up next. I got an all black boat party. Anybody feel free to come out. I got tickets, early bird tickets on sale right now. Also got a pool party coming up. I got a Amilly Fest, 4th annual Amilly Fest. You know, so yeah, come out. That's a free community event. You know, bring your kids, bring your family. Come have some good, clean family fun. So, P, that's something you can come to. That's early in the day, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
I want to see you there
for sure.
Okay, all right. But that's what I got going on. So yeah, who next?
Lanique, what's good? Tell us what's going on with you.
Well, you know, I dropped a new single, like you said. It's called Embrace with my homeboy Sinso. So go look that up. My artist, Kiara Shantae, just dropped a single with Jam and Beats. Make sure you go look that up. It's called Hold Me Close. It's fire. We're taking over the summer. Shout out to Red Room Records. Shout out to my husband, T-Rific. Just follow us, _Red Room Records. Check out what we got going on.
All right. 456. What's the word, my brother?
Peace and blessings, love and light and all that good stuff that the whole church say. But nah, man, I'm good. I got my social 450SIXX. That's on Instagram. There's a link in the bio for all the music that's on the digital platforms. My battles, freestyles, things of that nature. The YouTube links there, 450SIXX. Plus, I'm back in the mix, cooking up as always with my nigga Point Guard and so we got some smoke coming for the upcoming the rest of the year.
Likewise, King. Likewise, King. Double XL was really, really, really good, my boy.
Plus,
You know,
Vaughn, I need to holler at you after this, Vaughn.
I'm a very humble soul, but I'm taking a day to give myself my flowers for consistently being better than Vaughn and CEOP. It's amazing. Like, it's not even close. I just want to thank Jesus and white people. That's all.
Hey, yo, CEOP, what's poppin', B?
First of all, if you want proof that I am the greatest debater and none is greater, the Goat Talk season 4 will be out very soon. Probably looking at August. Make sure y'all download that GoFirst app. I got more shows coming to the app. I'm on my 50 Cent. So we in our producing bag, man. Come rock with us, man. Show ideas. You want to advertise with us, come get with us, man.
Facts. Praise, what's good, man? Tell us what's going on with the podcast you got going on, brother.
Man, just dropped a new episode today. Check that out. Tell My Story podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts or watch podcasts. Hit me on Instagram. It's Phrase. Here every other Tuesday, 6. Stay tuned.
Hey, Praise, I might. We're gonna have to get up, man. I like that. I'm gonna have to invite me to your show, man. I got a story to tell.
Hey, no doubt.
Anyway, man, you know what it is, man. It's the chicken with the rice with the chicken. They call me Spalls. Shout out to Capri. Shout out to Lanique. Our 2 guests today. That boat party X and P. I'm telling you right now, you can bring your woman. This is a classy event, bro. This ain't no little kid party. This is a beautiful, nice boat ride. It's gonna be a beautiful time. I think I want to say last year or the year before. I went with Skizzle and his lady, and I enjoyed myself. I was by myself. I enjoyed myself, and I'm looking forward to popping out with hopefully the future of my life. I'm gonna just keep it real. That's where I'm at in my life now, and having a great time at the boat party. The Red Room. That was the first time I was at the Red Room when we did the quick show for the Goat Bars, and I enjoyed myself. The hospitality was great, and these 2 women are influential within our city, and I'm definitely gonna give them their flowers. And every time they got something going on, I'm gonna definitely try my best to support. You guys stay 100 miles that way across the water, but when I can get over there, I will get over there. And I just want to thank you both for showing up today and giving your opinions on what you feel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all
Thank you for having us. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Anytime. Hey, we're
man.
gonna get this joint popping. What I need you 2 ladies to do, because now we're gonna try to have a battle of the sexes every other Tuesday. I need y'all to get your homegirls in here. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about anything, any and
That's
everything.
fine.
You
I
know,
like
like
that.
let's just this is what we want to do. We want to have adult conversation, real conversation, and what's going on in the world. But thank you to everybody that's here. COP, wrap us up, take us out.
We out, man. Respect the goats, man. See y'all in 2 weeks.